What up? What up? What up? What's going on? I see Larry Young. Moses Joyner. What's going on, man? What up, everybody? It's coming, man. I just, it's real crazy, man. I really just got to do a few things on it. I can start using it, but I'm not gonna rush it. And then the first thing, another thing about it is that I am so busy that I don't have the time to stop and get it right. So that's what's going on with that. I've been trying my best. Um, and on the days I have off, man, I be so exhausted, and I got other things I gotta do. Is just I just don't see it happening no time soon. I thought I was gonna be able to use it this week, man, but it's rough. I still do videos. I just hadn't done one in a while. Just I'm still recording, but if you follow me on my Instagram, and if you go to the if y'all go join the New Wave, if you're not a member of New Wave, go join the New Wave now. It's called. You go to Facebook, type in New Wave by ANA, and you'll see the New Wave logo, and you'll also see my ANA logo in the middle of that New Wave logo to know you're at the right page. And just go ahead and request to join, and I'm accepting everybody. And I'm posting, like, the jobs that I'm doing for the day. I post them there. You can also go to my Instagram, which is AA Professional Services. I'm there, so you can keep up with what I'm doing there. Um, those videos take a lot. Uh, they take a lot of time, and to come up with a concept and to come up with something to talk about, it takes some time. I've already recorded like my commentary for my next video, and I got the footage. I just hadn't edited yet. Been really busy, y'all. What up, William Smith? What's going on? Clean right, cut right. Clean mobile these. Okay. Corona got you booked. What's going on? I need to put my glasses on. I can see the comments, but it's hard to see our name. What's that, Sean Brown? You like watching me and my son? Yeah, Ashley been working with me a lot. He's been doing a lot of work with me. Like I said, y'all want to see what we doing, man? Go check out our Instagram, AA Professional Services. Go check. I post just about every day on the New Wave, so y'all can go there and check me out. All right, just DM me on one of my social media platforms and we can get that it's that Frederick Williams or Frederick Williams, we can get that going. Just have what you want to talk about in mind. Like email me what you want to talk about and what you need to know, and we can go from there. I got keep your head. Okay, I don't know what you mean, man. You might have left out a word or something. I gotta keep your head. I don't know what you trying to say. Yo, I see you, Sam. Yeah, I'm good. Keep my head up, keep your head. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Got 14 in the building. Let's get started. Basically, man, y'all see the title. Okay, I see. Y'all see the title. Um, I, I might have mistyped the title, but basically, what I'm talking about, I just think of stuff real fast. I type it out. It's probably misspelled, and I'll change it when I get done with the video. But basically, what I'm saying is that you got to create your own opportunities. Um, I was just thinking back to when I first started, and I remember all the stuff that I was doing, and a lot of the stuff that I was doing, I didn't really care like how much I was getting paid at the time. Um, Now I was doing it to make money because I needed to pay my mortgage. That's all I was concentrating on at the time. Uh, so I'm not gonna say I didn't care how much I got paid, but I'm just gonna say that my prices were negotiable. And if I made a profit, usually I was gonna do it. So what I'm saying is the money didn't make or break the deal, is what I'm saying. It was more about the opportunity that I was getting. I just made sure I made enough to where I walked away with a profit. And I was like, okay, so it was kind of like I was getting paid to advertise or I was getting paid to learn. And that's how I looked at it. And that's what kept me going. I've been, I've been on this new YouTube thing for a little while now. And I look at the comment section and people are always talking about price. Your prices are too high, your prices are too low. What should I charge? All this type of stuff. And that's great. uh, Keep those type of conversations going because people need to know if they're too low, if they're too high, if they need to do some research, you know, if they need to adjust their prices or whatever the case may be. That's what that's what they may need to do. But what I'm merely saying is that when I first started, I was looking at the opportunity. Hey, hold on for a second. Hey, hey. All right, but so like I give y'all an example. I remember I got a yard in this neighborhood. Now, I didn't care how much I was going to get paid on this particular property. All I cared about was getting into the neighborhood. This was a nice neighborhood where, very nice neighborhood. where the houses were maybe anywhere from 400 to 500,000, and it's about half a million. So anything half a million in Mississippi is this is very expensive for a house in Mississippi. You can get nice houses for less, but um, I just wanted to get into the neighborhood because I knew that the people in that neighborhood would need my services. I knew that those people were executives, CEOs, people who owned their own businesses, their own law practices, their own medical practices, all that. And I knew if I get in there that my business was going to grow. I always looked at, when once when I targeted an area, and I targeted an area because I was always trying to make my business grow. I wasn't so, I wanted to earn money. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted my business to last. So just because someone was offering me a lot of money to do something, if I didn't see it working, if I didn't see it lasting for a long, long time, I usually let it pass because all money ain't good money. Sidebar: I had somebody call me the other day and say, "Hey, do you do high end vehicles?" And I was like, "I do all vehicles." And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, what's the most expensive vehicle you've done?" So I told him, and I was like, "So what vehicle are you talking about getting done?" He said, "A Rolls Royce Ghost." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And me and him got to talking, and I end up passing because when somebody starts a conversation off with, "Do you do high end vehicles? What's the highest vehicle that you've done?" All this type of stuff. I knew that if anything happened to that vehicle, if any small little thing that I may have done or may have not done, I was going to get blamed for it. This guy started off the conversation wrong. So I passed on it. Just to give y'all what I'm talking about, just because it was a Rolls Royce Ghost, I wasn't going to rush over there and do it. That was just me. And I know a lot of people would have jumped at that would have made a great video, and a lot of people would have jumped at the opportunity. But like I said, all money ain't good money. So anyway, I got this lawn in this neighborhood, and I was only doing the lawn for $35. He got to cut three. He got to cut three times a month. So that comes out to like, what is it, like maybe $100 or something like that? $100 a month to do the yard. Now, currently now, I have no lawns at that price. But I did it. You know, we negotiated the price. I started out at 45. We went back and forth, and then no, I started out at 45. We went back and forth. We went to 40, and then we negotiated again maybe a year later, and we ended up at 35. But I was in his neighborhood. So over time, I was cutting. His yard was the only lawn in that neighborhood that I cut every every 10 days. I was there cutting. But I knew that the people in the neighborhood, because most of the time those neighborhoods have HOAs, and neighborhoods that have HOAs have nosy neighbors, and those nosy neighbors, they're watching, they're looking, they're doing this. So I knew that was going to happen. So not long after that, what I did was I put those logos on my truck that I still have to this day. I put the little signage on my truck or whatever. And I remember the guy that the lawn I was doing, he made good comments about it. He was like, "Oh man, I like the signs and this and that." And I knew that I wouldn't be doing his lawn for a long, long time because he was price driven. And all it was somebody to come in $5 cheaper than I was doing, and then he was gonna go with them. That's how it was, and I understood that. So my mindset was, I'm not gonna keep this guy. Uh, Now I wasn't gonna tell him I'm not gonna do your yard anymore. I knew that he was going to eventually let me go, and he did. And so he and he eventually let me go. He found somebody cheaper and he let me go. And I was not upset at all about it because I knew that was going to happen. But my goal there was to get into the neighborhood, and I succeeded in my goal. So that 35 bucks every 10 days I was making with him was just, that was just payment for, you know, basically advertise. I was getting paid to go out there and advertise every 10 days. So I would go out there, I would make sure I would have his yard immaculate, make sure I had it right. I even did things that he didn't even pay me for. Now a lot of people say, "Oh, if he don't pay me for it, I won't do it." Blah blah. I understand, but everything all the time ain't about money. But the thing is that if you want to make some real money and you want to make some long money, and what I mean by long money, money that just continues, you continue to make this money, year after year, month after month, week after week, day after day. If you want to make money like that, sometimes you have to do things like that. And it'll make you a lot of money in the long run. So what happened was while I was doing his lawn, the guy across the street said, "Hey, oh, matter of fact, I forgot to say, I was also washing their cars. You remember that? You remember the video where I had I think it was the $20 detail video, the red Cadillac, the red Cadillac that I was doing in that video. That's his wife's vehicle, and so I would wash his wife's vehicle. She would call me all the time, and I was only washing it. First, I was washing that vehicle for 25, then I went from 30 to 40, and I think she stopped getting it washed by me when I got to like 50 or something like that. But anyway, I did a lot. I mean, I made a lot of videos washing that vehicle. People, and she was in the cul-de-sac, so people would drive to the cul-de-sac and turn around, and they would just be so nosy, and I wanted them to be nosy, and they was just looking at my setup, looking at me, and they were like, "Yo, that's the same guy that do the lawns." Okay. And so they would stop, ask for cards, stop and talk to me, people walking their dogs and all that. I was advertising. You see what I'm saying? So I knew that it was going to pay off in the long run. I knew it wasn't going to pay off now. I created an opportunity for myself. And that was my goal. So I'm just saying, listen, this is the way I look at it. I'm paying myself to make an opportunity for myself. I'm getting paid to make an opportunity for myself. So it wasn't the pay that I was getting paid wasn't so bad because I knew that in the future it was going to pay off. So the guy across the street, he knew that I did the cars. He was more on his own lawn, and I would watch him, and he would be struggling. He had bad allergies. He had a mask on. It looked like he could barely push the mower. He was struggling, and I would just watch him. He would wave at me. I'll wave at him, and we just keep it pushing. But he would see me do the cars, and he at the time he had a I can't remember what kind of truck that was. I think he had an Avalanche, and so he had some mold or mildew inside the bed of the thing, and he was wondering, can I get it out? I'm like, yeah, So me, I sprayed some beef bleach and pressure washed it out, scrubbed it, and got it all out for him. He paid me, and that's how I met him. Gave him my card, and then we talked, and that was it. So I kept going over there, and for a while, I want to say for like maybe a year or two, or maybe longer, that was the only lawn I did over there. And all I did was come over there and wash cars, do the lawn. Come back and wash cars, do the lawn. I just kept doing that for a while. So one day, the same guy that I got the mold out the avalanche, he lives directly across the street. He calls me. He said, "Hey, I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing my lawn. I can't do it anymore. My allergies is killing me, and I just don't really have time to deal with it anymore. I was just wondering, could you do it? Could you give me a price and this and that?" Sure. Walked right over there because he actually texted me when he saw me outside. So I went right over there, gave him an estimate, told him, how much it would cost, How often does he want to get it done? And there it was. So now I have 2 yards over there. All right. So maybe a year goes by. After that year goes by, the lady next door to the first lawn that I was doing there, she wanted me to give her estimate. I gave her estimate. I pick her lawn up. Maybe a year later, the guy with the avalanche next door to him, he wanted me to give him an estimate. I give him an estimate. I pick up that lawn. Maybe another few more years pass by, and I'm getting a yard, maybe two houses down. So now it went from me having 1 yard to five. You see what I'm saying? So what's going on, Sharon Webb? So it took it took like maybe 4 or 5 years, and before I knew it, I had 5 to 6 yards in that neighborhood. And check this out. So the guy, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, the guy that the first one in that neighborhood, like I said, somebody came in with a cheaper price. He let me go. When he let me go, that was it. I wasn't upset. I was not upset because that was my goal. And the thing is, guys, is that everything doesn't need to be. You don't need to. You don't need to chase money. Is what I'm saying. Your decisions should never be based on totally solely on money. Don't get me wrong. Get out there and make your money, but your decision shouldn't be based on money. Uh, Things that will devalue your business is like parking somewhere and parking somewhere and just post up there. Now, if it's a shop, that's something different. But if you are a mobile detailer, you need to be mobile. You need to be going from and this is my opinion. If you want to do what you want to do, hey, by all means do it. But this is my opinion. This is what I've experienced. If you're mobile, you do not want to park at a gas station and wait for people to come up to you, or park in the parking lot and wait for people to pull up and ask you how much do you charge and all that. Because those people that do that, the majority of them are looking for cheap prices. That's to me, that's not creating opportunity for myself. I don't, I don't, I don't. When they see that because people that do that, they charge 20, 15, and those people you won't be able to raise your prices. You're going to reach your ceiling really, really quick. You can try to upsell, they're going to decline the upsells. It's not going to work. If you're mobile, I'm telling you, you'll do a whole lot better by trying to get in these neighborhoods. If you know someone in that neighborhood, offer to wash their car for free, half off, whatever. But whatever plan you come up to get to wash their car, just make sure you get in the neighborhood. One of the things I used to do to create opportunity myself. Now I would do this. I would take my own car or somebody I know, I would take their car up to a parking lot and do the car. And people will pass by and ask me how much, and I'll give them my car and say I'm mobile. I come to you, because what they'll do, because I know y'all get this when y'all washing cars, they'll pull up. So you up here all the time? Oh no, 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 no. I'm not up here all the time. I'm mobile. I come to you. Make sure you tell them that because that makes it more. What's the word I'm looking for? That makes it more. I don't even know the word to say. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. I mean, I can't. Just lost my train of thought on that. But it makes it more prestigious. It makes it more. It's kind of like luxury. It makes it more luxurious. It's like I got a guy coming to me to detail my car. I got a guy. It makes it seem like it's worth 150, 250, 350. It makes it seem like it's worth because this person is driving to you with chemicals, water, electricity, and can pull up at any moment and get it popping. All he needs is your keys. He can do it at your job while you're working, killing two birds with one stone. He can do it at your he could do it at your home. while you watching the kids and doing laundry and whatever else you need to be doing. So yeah, it does make you look more professional. So the thing is that that was my goal. I always was trying to create an opportunity for myself. I will put myself in position for opportunity to happen, and then I will transmute that opportunity into something bigger. It's just like the group wash. A lot of people was like, "Wow, man, you at the group wash, you washing all those cars, you doing cars for $30." It wasn't about doing the cars for $30. Of course, I was making money, but it wasn't a lot of money. But do you know how much that group wash helped me? Do you know the opportunity? I had the opportunity to clean cars every week, multiple cars, different types of cars, Ford Explorers, Honda Accords, Toyota Camrys, Kias, Mazdas, Mercedes, BMWs, Audis, Infinities, Nissans. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I started to learn these cars, the paint texture. If the ones that had easy paint to deal with, the ones that had hard paint, the ones that had bad carpet, easy carpet, the ones that was easy to clean. I started knowing if the seats flip over, if the seats go this way, if this go that way, all the secret compartments, so I wouldn't miss anything. I knew what I knew ones that had like BMW. If you guys ever watched a BMW or a Mercedes, they're so easy to clean. It's like everything just comes off, like nothing sticks to it. If something spills on the inside, you can literally get a hot rag and wipe it, and that stuff comes off. I'm talking about any surface of the vehicle, inside or out. You will learn that if you've done a few of them, you will say like, "Wow." So that's why when somebody do a BMW and they do a real nice job, I can't give you points on that because BMWs are so easy to clean because they're luxury vehicles. But that was off the point. But anyway, what I'm saying is that that group wash was able to get me into people's neighborhoods as well because those people come to one place to go to work, but these people live all around the town in nice neighborhoods. I actually got to meet the CEO of the company, and I washed his car a few times. And what I would do was I would get their phone numbers. And then when I put their phone numbers in my phone, then guess what? They pop up on my Facebook. I friend them all on Facebook. I'm friends with all these people on Facebook. So every time, oh yeah. So every time I would like do a video, I would make sure I put it on my personal page and I would also send them to like my business page. And so they would can keep up with me. And so when I was doing those group watches, when I was going around doing all this stuff, I was building a customer base. I'm building a customer base. They can give me word of mouth. I can advertise to them. You see what I'm saying? Um, and another thing too, I was able to ask most of them to give me a review, and they all gave me reviews. You see what I'm saying? And these people that are known all through the city, people know them, they know people. And so just slowly but surely, I was just building this network. And a lot of people didn't realize what I was doing. But the whole time, now don't get it twisted. I did, and another reason in the beginning is I worked for cheap in the beginning is because I needed to make money. So I knew that if I would give them a maintenance package at a cheap price, everybody wants their car wash and they don't want to pay a lot of money. I wasn't doing a lot of detailing when I first started. If y'all go back and look at my videos, I was doing a lot of car washing. I wasn't doing a lot of detailing at all. And, I was charging 30, 40, 50, 60. I was doing Suburbans, $65. And right now I do cars for $65. Now I'm not saying that 65 is a high price for a maintenance detail. I'm just telling you how far I've come. So again, that group wash was gave me the opportunity to get more reviews on my social media platform. It also gave me the opportunity to learn different cars. It also gave me an opportunity to meet different people, and it also gave me an opportunity to build a customer base. It gave me the opportunity to show people what I can do because those people, like you got to think about it. Every week I was doing anywhere from 6 to 8 cars every week at this group wash, over and over and over again. Sometimes it'll be the same people, sometimes it'll be different people. And I would just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And those people, over time, those people will tell other people about me. Like the last week I did 2 details, and it was from recommendations from people from the group wash. You see what I'm saying? And I haven't seen those guys in months from the group wash, because of the whole COVID thing. But but uh but they still putting the word out for me. You see what I'm saying, guys? So do things to create opportunities for yourself. It may not, when you looking at it, it may not look like it's nothing now, but you can change that into something later on. All right. So I'm trying to think of another thing that I did, because I at that time I was doing a lot. Um, it also gave me the opportunity, like if it wasn't for those details and me doing all that stuff, I wouldn't have videos to make. You guys would have never known who A&A was. That allowed me to have content to make videos to put out. Now, when I first started, I tell you guys this all the time. When I first started, as far as YouTube, I started YouTube. I got other channels that you guys never seen before. I got other channels that I was trying to do something on YouTube. I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time, but I knew I wanted to be a YouTuber. But I was looking for content. And when I first started YouTube, it was strictly to make a dollar. I tell you guys that all the time. I wanted to make a dollar and get paid, from doing, videos on YouTube. Um, One day I just searched how to make money on the internet, and YouTube was one of the top ones. And I did some research on it, and it was like, they run ads on your channel, and you get paid for it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I want to do that. So first, I was like, I put some of my cars on there, to show off my cars on there, and I would say, you know what, I can go around the country, going to car shows and recording them and putting videos out about it. But I started thinking about it. I'm gonna have to drive, or I'm gonna have to fly, or whatever the case may be. But at the time, you didn't have to have 1,000 subscribers to make money to earn a check. You can, as soon as you start putting out videos, you can earn revenue from the ads right then. But over time, they changed it. But at that time, you didn't have to have. You could have one subscriber, and if your video did 1,000 views, or if your videos was making money, you was gonna get paid whether you had one subscriber or 1,000. And so, I tried to do that, but then I started thinking like, well, the money ain't gonna be coming in to help me finance the trips that I'm gonna have to take. And I'm in Mississippi, and we do have car shows here, but not enough to give y'all consistent content. So then I tried to do like social issues or something like that. And I was like, nah, I don't want to really do that, because, I don't want people threatening me, and, because of my views or what I think about this or what I think about that. And, that's something that I didn't want to get into. So I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And, I couldn't think of nothing. So I just left that idea alone. And so one day I got on YouTube, and I was just looking at lawn care, and I saw people doing lawn care videos. And I'm like, wow, they're doing lawn care videos. I was like, okay. A friend of mine, matter of fact, I did his lawn. Uh, he was a photographer, and he just bought him a new camera. And so I was like, yo, just sell me your old camera. He was like, cool. So, he tell me how much. I go get the money. I sold him all, I bought his old camera. And that's what I started doing my videos with. And so my first video was like how to reload a string trimmer, and I get on there and and that video is still up. It's the first video on A&A I've ever done. It only has 1,000 views. I've done hundreds of videos since then that got way more views than that one. I think that one only has like 1,000+ views. It might have a little more than that. But that was my first video, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to record my work and talk and do this, and I turned that opportunity into something else. Then the new wave came from that, and then and so on and so on. Like I wouldn't even seen none of you guys. You guys wouldn't even know who I was if I didn't take advantage or if I didn't create opportunities. So opportunity may present itself to you, or you may see an opportunity, but you may think that, oh, they're not paying me enough. But you got to be able to look past the money. Um, if you go and look at a lot of these people that are successful, all these famous people that are successful, and if you hear their stories, you'll see the things that they did to get where they are now. Uh, these businesses, some of these businesses that today were started by like people like us that came up with something, and it turned out to be great, and somebody with a whole bunch of money paid them a whole bunch of money, paid them for their idea, and took it to another level, and wrote them a check, and then they was able to move on and create other things. Like you watch Shark Tank, that's how things get done sometimes. Yeah, y'all get my likes up, but for you people that just coming in, some people seeing some of your people I'm seeing for the first time. If you're not already a member of the New Wave, go ahead and join the New Wave. It's called New Wave by ANA. Just go to Facebook, go in the search engine, type New Wave by ANA. You're gonna see a New Wave logo, and then you're gonna see my ANA logo in the middle. That way, you know you're at the right page. And see, we got 22 people in the building. Go ahead, well, 21 now. Go ahead and get my likes up. Appreciate you. Hit the like button. Well, I'll be taking questions. If you guys got any questions for me, I'll be taking questions, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Well, how many of you guys are part time and y'all trying to go full time? The bottom of the window, fro. I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to retype that. Most people do. That's what most people do. You said family and friends are the first step starting customers. Not really. A lot of people do that. That's the first thing they do is they. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. Like I know some people like do like a grand opening. They'll do like a grand opening, go like to rent out a venue and say, hey, invite their family and friends and say, hey, I'm starting a mobile detailing business. And then some people may get some washes that day just to give you a kickstart. But you're gonna learn. You just started. You're gonna learn that family and friends are going to be the last people to support you. They're gonna be the first or the last people to support you. Most of the time, they're gonna be the last. Uh, if they want anything done, they're gonna want a discount. You may have, a few that you can count on one hand that will call you and pay you full price. But most people that know you like that, family and friends, they're gonna want a discount for the most part. I can count. I can count on one hand. I can count on one hand how many people, how many family, how many friends, family. Well, my mom, she'll call me for a detail and she'll pay regular price. That's about it. My mom and my sister, my dad too. That's it. Friends, uh, maybe one. Uh, just because you got a lot of friends on Facebook and everything, you can put that stuff out there. For the most part, they're not gonna support you. You're just gonna have to do a lot of groundwork, uh, advertising on Google, advertising on Instagram, Facebook. Get you some flyers, pass them out. Go to if you know someone at a business, if you know someone at a business, uh, like a bank or a hospital or something like that, or a clinic. If you know someone there, offer to do their car for free, or offer to do their car for a discounted price, and tell them, hey, can you get me some more people? These cars out. When they see that, you know, when they see that this particular person's getting their car done, it may prompt them to want to get theirs done, and you get started from there. Then full time and love and just to exactly. I see you, Jose. Yeah, that's how you do it. I did the same thing. If you got spouses, girlfriends, friends, you got people that that's your person that'll get you in the door, and there you go. Okay, linked up with Sporty. Okay, yeah. I know you putting in work with Sporty. I know you putting in that work. Uh, it's like Sporty did the same thing. Uh, Sporty started out with Living Social and Groupon, and even though he was getting like low pay, because they'll take a percentage out. Yeah, they'll take a percentage of the money out or whatever, and they'll take their cut and they give you your cut. I remember him telling me he was doing details for $25 in Jersey. Uh, so you know, but he knew he was just trying to get in those neighborhoods, and once he got in, that was it. It's the same thing. Uh, when you guys start, don't get so deep into other detailers. Like, and what I mean, not me, not anybody. don't be watching these detailers so close that you trying to do everything that they're doing. Trust me, they on a different journey. It's not your journey. Your journey is your own. Uh, I remember years back. I remember the first time I saw Sporty on the first time I saw him on YouTube. He had the that big steamer. Uh, he had the steamer. He had he was rolling around this thing with his knees. He had the what you call it the tire shine applicator. He had all this stuff, and you see all that stuff, and then you want it. And I remember people were just buying the stuff, like, and literally, I'm watching these people because they asking me for advice. They're asking me how to get customers and how to do this and how to do that. And I'm thinking to myself, but dude, you just went and spent $700 on a steamer. You know what I'm saying? You just went and spent $1,000 on this, like it's nothing. And I'm just like, you go and spend that type of money, then you go ask somebody how to get customers. It's supposed to be the other way around. And I know it's all cool when you're watching us doing our thing, and I know you get inspired, but don't get so into detail as to where you start getting caught up in what they're doing and you're trying to mimic that. Some people come in and some people will say, "Oh, you're not charging enough," and "Oh, you a hack. You're not a detailer. You're a car washer," and all that type of stuff. Listen, a car wash and a detail is a difference of a few steps. It's just that's what it is. A car wash and a detail. The only difference is some steps. The only difference is some steps. That's it. That's it. Uh, don't get caught up in that. And a lot of people get caught up in that, and they're not able to see the opportunities for what they are. They coming into the game, not knowing how to market themselves, and then they coming in trying to charge what they see somebody else say charge, or they too afraid to charge what they supposed to charge. You understand what I'm saying? You know, follow your own journey, stay on your own path, and try to make it work for you. That's why when somebody tell me I'm charging this, even if I think it's low to me, that's me. I'm not going to tell them that their prices are too low. Now, if they ask me, that's a different story. But I'm not going to tell that person their price is too low because they may be on to something that I don't even know what it is, and I might mess that up for them. I started out at $25, and I can't. I started out at 25 bucks, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't even do a car for 25 anymore. It just wouldn't make any sense anymore now. But I knew that at some point I was going to grow. So, I knew at some point I was going to grow. So I said, okay, I'm just putting in the groundwork. I knew that eventually I was going to get there. So, and I took my time, learn my craft. And then here's the thing: the opportunities that the things that I was doing, it just created an opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. You know, I was able to meet people on YouTube that took me and my detailing and my thinking to a whole nother level. I was also able to change people's thinking, change people's perception, and get them on a whole nother level. You see, so you don't know what something's going to become. But if you're chasing the money, and you're doing it only for the money, you're not going to see the bad things that's around it, and you're not going to see the good things that's around it. You're only focusing on that dollar. And trust me, if it come fast, it'll leave fast. Trust me on that. And all money ain't good money. Just like I said, the guy called me, hey, what's the highest vehicle you ever done? He started off wrong. He started off wrong. So I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't care what you have. Rolls Royce, Ghost, Wraith, whatever you want. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. It wasn't that I was afraid. It was just that when you ask somebody, what's the highest vehicle, high, do you do any high end vehicles? What's the most expensive vehicle you've ever done? I don't have time for that. Have those people, yeah, they end up selling all that stuff. You're right. You're right. They end up selling all that stuff because they don't put all this money into it. They don't probably ran the credit card up buying everything. Now the credit card bills are due, and they got to get rid of it and start paying on it, and they not it's not making any money. Trust me, man. I started off with $500, man. That big ass water tank on the back of my truck. That's why I have that huge water tank because it was $90. I was looking for a smaller one, but the guy was like $90. Okay, let's go. I got that. Then I had like a little small. It was like a 900 watt, 1,000 watt generator. I was like, yo, can this generator turn my vacuum cleaner on? Yes, I want it. Bought it. Bought the vacuum cleaner. I mean, had the vacuum cleaner already. Then I got the pressure washer. $500. And then I spent some more money on hoses and some chemicals and stuff like that. And I got it started just like that. And I worked with that equipment for a long time, for about at least 2 years. No, no, it was longer than that. It was longer than that. I want to say about 4 or 5 years. I ran with that equipment. Good question. So if you had to start with no customers all over, would you still lowball just to get in neighborhoods and be seen, or charge what you're charging now and chase the customers that you want from the start? Well, if I had to do it all over again, but see now that question it'll be a little different because of the knowledge that I have. See now, see back then, you got to understand that was I didn't have much knowledge on advertising. I didn't have any knowledge on detailing or any of that. So if I had the knowledge that I have now, what I would do now is I would go straight to Google and straight to Facebook and Instagram, and I would start advertising. I would do me some videos. I'll get my own car, do me some videos, me washing the car before and afters, all of that, and start advertising. And see on Facebook, you can actually pick the areas that you want your ad to go in. So what'll happen is, let's say you know how you look on Facebook, and the person puts where they live. It's going to, so if that person lives in a certain city that you want to advertise, that person is going to see your post. So you can actually, okay, this city is a good city to advertise in. Oh, did they, oh, it's good money over there. That's a up and coming city. Oh, that's a rich city. Boom, and I start advertising there, and that's how I would do it. I probably wouldn't. See, the thing is that if I don't have to do it and I can still get the same results, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to turn it into an opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? But see, back then, when I first started 2012, I didn't know that you can advertise on Facebook. I wasn't even active on Facebook or Instagram or any social media website. I wasn't active on none of that stuff. Uh, so, um, but back then, I did what I knew. I had flyers and I was walking. Instead of putting it on Facebook and spending, you know, 20, $30 on Facebook and advertise to 2,000 people, I was buying 1,000 flyers for maybe $100 or a little less than $100. And I was going to I was actually walking to the neighborhood I want to be in and put them on the mailbox. Had I have known I could go to Facebook and do the same thing, I would have done that. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I see you, Jose. I see you, Matthew. Yeah, but I was just trying to get in your neighborhood, get in your car, get in your lawn. I was just trying to get there. And I knew that all it took was for somebody to see me. And as soon as they saw me, it was on. That's all. And it works all the time. Uh, I didn't know anything about Google My Business. None of that. You know, and a lot of the stuff I learned once I started doing these YouTube videos. You understand what I'm saying? And then some of the opportunities, like you're trying to create one opportunity, and while creating that opportunity, the other opportunities that you didn't even know was going to come, you know, run in there. You know, I was able to meet people like Eric Jones, Tollies, Sporties, G Works, meet all these people, and I was actually able. And then I had the opportunity to go up to New York. I mean, not New York. Go up to New Jersey and meet G Works and Sporties, and I was able to chop it up with Sporties. Like me and him talk on the phone a lot. Uh, we talk on the phone at least a few times a week, and you'll let me know what he got going on, new ideas, stuff like that. We go back and forth. Uh, we get advice from each other. Cause like we from different walks of life, but our like he has just about like it's kind of like we took different paths. We got a lot of similarities. We took different paths and got to the same place. It's weird, but he's able to give me advice on things. I'm able to give him advice on things. It's funny that way. Uh, but just going down there and working with them, just being around that energy. When I went with, and it was around this time last year, I was up there, and just that energy, just being around it and seeing how he do things and seeing how he moves and then just absorbing that energy and just bringing it back down here and I'm talking about ever since that trip I just been rolling, 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 rolling like hard. And so don't just I'm telling you guys, don't chase the money. And I'm talking about you guys just starting out. And even you guys even you guys that are, currently doing well right now. Don't always chase the money because see now, like now I don't even I hate for my phone to ring sometimes because it's tell you guys, it can get hectic. I ain't gonna put my business out there, but it can get hectic. And I noticed that when you don't need something, is when people want to give it to you. But when you're thirsty for it, like I'm gonna tell you this: if you run up on somebody, and it's the way you gotta do it. But if you run up on somebody, hey, you need your car wash? I got my own mobile detailing business. Come on, I'll do it for 20. All right, come on, man, I'll do it for 15. That sounds thirsty. But if you walk into an establishment and say, hey, how you doing? And like what I try to do is I try to have a reason to be there if I can. If I can. Like a reason other than detailing. So let's say if you go to the bank, right? If you have a bank account there and you're going to make a deposit, while you're making the deposit, you can say, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, Here's one of my cards, and I just wanted to see if you would ever be interested in doing a detail." And I'll tell you what, If you let me do your car for free, and you just pass these cars out to the other ladies and let them know that your car is getting done now. Don't tell them I'm doing it for free, but just let the other ladies in, the other ladies in here or the employees in here, let them know that I'm doing your car, and I'll appreciate it. And the fact that you're washing that car in that parking lot, there's going to be people that's not even in that business that's riding by, and people that are going to the bank that's riding by, they're going to see you're out there washing the car. Hey, you got any cards? You see, you can get things moving. It's not being thirsty, but it's to get things going. Uh, but there's so many of us on YouTube right now, giving advice, talking, doing this, doing that. Some of you guys don't have to, you don't have to do what I did, and that's what I'm saying. You don't have to lowball yourself. That's not what I'm saying. You don't have to go in and say, "Hey, I'm gonna charge low prices, then I'm gonna build my way up." That's not what I'm saying. I'm just giving y'all an example of how I created opportunities. There are other ways to create opportunities. Don't be so simple minded to think that everybody should go and start low. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because trust me, that was a good question you asked me, but trust me, if I know what I know now, I wouldn't have started out at that price. Because you know, it's not fun, making that little bit of money. But it wasn't to the point where I was getting down on myself because I knew what was going to happen eventually. And look at me now. You see? Not really. I don't sell a lot of maintenance packages so people can come back. People pick maintenance packages because a lot of people have new vehicles and that's all they need is a maintenance. And maintenance packages is probably one of the cheapest packages, but uh, it's getting to the point where that's not the case anymore. What's going on, Zach? Right. And another thing too, yeah. Most like Tony's does the windshield repair. Um, we got Jose. He says he has the carpet cleaning. Me, I have the lawn care, pressure washing. Uh, that was just another way of me getting my foot in the door of something else. That's you know, I just told myself, well, if I diversify, excuse me, if I diversify my services, then you know I would always have something going on. It's no different than like Walmart. You can go to Walmart, you can get your oil changed, buy a set of tires, you can buy clothes, you can eat, you can buy groceries, you can get your vision checked, you can bank there. Uh, so you was always in business, and so that's how I looked at it. I was like, I'm gonna be like Walmart. I'm gonna offer more than one service, and get it going that way. Uh, there is a downside to that. There is an upside to that, but uh, sometimes they keep you too busy to where you're just overbooked. Let's see what y'all saying. Well, the only customers I have on the average is my lawn care. Uh, Now I have one customer that I do like a bi-weekly maintenance on their. They have a Suburban. I do like a bi-weekly maintenance. That's about it. But most people, they just call me when they need me. Uh, you just stay advertising, so you can just pick up, new people all the time. It's just like Sporties. Sporties has, uh, I mean, he has customers he may see once a year, every year, and or twice a year, or three times a year, and it just rotates. You go through these people, and then you back to the first one, and you go around the people, then you back to the first one again. Uh, I mean, then after that, you won't have to even advertise anymore. Now, I still run a little ad every now and again, uh, but I don't really have to advertise now. It's just, people find me. I had a lady leave me two messages, left me two messages, and I still took my time on calling her back. I called me back. Hey, you still interested? Yeah, yeah. I'm like, wow, it's a blessing. The van is coming along. It's going great. Right. And I like that. You guys starting out in cars, going up, starting out in cars, going up using people electricity. I mean, you knew you was gonna upgrade one day, so you just made it happen. I know some people that won't start. I know some people that won't start until they get the equipment that they want. Won't start at all. Just sit there and wait. And just by you making that move, you don't know what opportunity that'll create for you. Uh, I've seen people get out there and start with. I've seen people get out there and start with cars, lawn care, and start with cars, and they'll go to a customer's house, and a customer will have like their grandfather's truck, or elderly person will have a truck that they're not using, and just give it to them, or tell them, hey, just cut my yard free for a year. You can have the truck. The truck is yours. Cut my yard free for a year. I've seen that happen. Trust me, when people see you out there working and making things happen, they will want to help you. I mean, think about it. Just think about it. You guys go to these customers' houses, right? You get there at 7 o'clock. You're doing the full detail on a nasty vehicle. You get started at 7. The sun gets at its highest point. It's hot. About 11 or 12. It's hot. You just now finishing up. You might have drank a few bottles of water, some Gatorade here and there. Did your thing. They might have came out there and offered you water. You told them, "Oh, I got water in my cooler. I've been drinking water." And then when you get done, you tell them, "Oh, that's gonna be $200," and they give you $250. You know why they gave you that $250? Because people respect hard work. They was watching you, and they was like, "Wow." They was like, "Wow." Like, he was out there all that time, didn't take a bathroom break, didn't come in and actually use the bathroom or anything. He worked the entire time. Every time I look out the window, he was working. He did not sit down. And people respect that. And so when people see you putting in that work, like I saw somebody the other day that follows me on YouTube and follows me on my Instagram. This was last year. Matter of fact, it was last year when I saw him. And he pulls up and He was like, "Yo, A&A, you know I'm such and such." He told me his name. I can't remember the name now, but I recognize the name when he said it. And he was like, "Wow, I think he had like an SUV, but it didn't look like his lawn vehicle, like his personal vehicle. But he was pulling the trailer. He was working like that. You know, I've seen people get a trailer hitch on a car and pull their trailer in a car and go out there and cut lawns. Trust me, if somebody's watching you do that, somebody's gonna say, people may laugh, people may do that, but somebody's gonna be like, "Whoa, this guy is putting in some work." And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna tip you. Yo, I know this ain't much, but I'm gonna give you this $50 tip. You can put it towards a truck. That's probably their mindset. They may not gonna say that to you, but that's probably their mindset. Uh, I get tips like that all the time when people just see you busting your ass and you're not complaining. You're busting your ass like you love it, and they're just like, wow, they're amazement. I get a lot of tips like that all the time. Yeah, I got the T250. It's coming along totally, man. I just haven't had time to just really do it. I've been trying to. I'm not trying to miss a job at all. Like I may have to miss some jobs just to get it done. I might just have to just say, you know what? Let me miss a couple of jobs and get this done. But I don't want to miss nothing, man. So, but I got most of it done. I got it laid out. The other last week, I bolted down my hose reels and everything. Uh, I just need a few things, and I can get it done. Or the days I have off, man, like I'm so beat that I just end up laying down and going. I just end up laying down and going to sleep and watching TV and not getting it done because I'm tired. But or I run out of daylight because I'm working all day. But eventually I will have it and I will make a video so you guys can see it. Matter of fact, I'll make a video of me washing my first car and my first lawn at the same time. I'll make that happen. Y'all stay tuned. Right. Yeah. If you guys trust me, that's a good tip. If you guys are if you guys take credit cards, enable the tip option. So when they swipe their card, before they sign, it's going to give them the option if they want to leave a tip. Most people will leave a tip, even if it's $5. Most people will leave a tip. Trust me, it's hot out there. You working. People respect that. They either going to respect it or they're going to feel sorry for you, and they're going to give you that tip. It never fails. It never fails. Like lawn care, I don't get no tips for lawn care because it's consistently, every week, every other week, or however. And I don't give you a tip, for the most part. Well, no, I take that back. I'm lying. I got three customers that tip me every time. I'm lying. I just lied to y'all. I'm sorry. I got three customers that tip me every time. But detailing, I almost always get a tip. Oh, totally. Yeah, the new setup, man. It is. It's taking me forever to get it done, man, because uh, I'm working and I just won't take the time off to get it done, and that's just keeping it real. Uh, it's pretty much together. I mounted my like I was saying earlier, I mounted my hose reels, my air hose reels, my water hose reels. I mounted that down. I got my weed eater racks in there. Um, Matter of fact, I can use it for lawn care now if I want it. Detailing. I mean, I can actually, it's a few pieces I just need to put together. Uh, I just need to take a day off, like maybe Sunday, and just get it done so I can start using it. Uh, but I will go ahead and do my. Once I get it done, I'll make a video of it, and then I'll also make a video of me doing my first lawn and car, same location, at the same time, same appointment, rather. Yes, it is very complicated. You may have an idea and say, I'm gonna put this here, I'm gonna put this here, put that there. When you start doing it, it's certain things you didn't think of. So you got to rearrange and then rearrange again and rearrange again. And then those hose reels, quick connects, this bolt, this bit, this is just. Then when you think you got everything, when you start putting together, oh, I need to go get this. And then you got to, and I'm like, okay, I'm not driving back. And so I've experienced that. It is not easy. It's not something you can just throw together. You have to actually take and set everything up and be like a little engineer. It's not something that you can just throw together. It's not gonna happen. I respect you guys with them setups, man. I appreciate it. I don't know what you're talking about. I recommend you don't stop talking or it turns to be boring watching. You have to entertain and motivate your spectator. God bless. I'm subscribed already. Okay. Dopey said it best. Real recognize real. My best clients know quality work is. I gotta be extra. Now, that cash. I see. They can hold you back. Right. I'm talking about something small as when you buy those hose reels, you need the female end, the male end, and then they got two female ends, and it you're trying to find this. Yo, man, it's crazy, man. And then the thing is that I've been using the setup that I have now. I'm so comfortable with it that, like, even though I got my van, I'm not using it. It's crazy, man. So I'm so comfortable with what I've been using for so long, but I know I need to go to the van because I know I'll be more efficient. No, I don't charge more if they use debit or credit cards. But like what I'm saying is I actually do, but it's already included in my prices. So when you look at my prices, everything is already included. Uh, I factor those type of things into my prices. So it's not like if you look on my website and my price is 65 and somebody pulls out a card and I say, okay, you're paying with a card, it's gonna be 70. Like, no, I don't do that. It's still gonna be 65. The fee is already included in the price already. Matthew, credit cards, most of them are pretty much the same. They all easy. Venmo, Square, all of that. You want to use Cash App, PayPal, they're all pretty much the same. It just go do your research on them and find the one that works out best for you. All right, man. Peace, sport. I said sporty. Peace, Tollies. Well, y'all owe me about this van, man. You know, you know what I noticed too? A lot of you guys are like really into like chemicals and setups and all types of stuff, man. Man, to be honest, man, like I really don't care about that stuff. Like the only reason why I'm upgrading is so I can be more efficient, and it makes sense to do it now. When I first started, I didn't, I didn't care about that stuff. Like I was like, you know, I'm gonna rock out with this forever, but it just got to the point where that just wasn't gonna make any sense anymore. But a lot of you guys, y'all all into them chemicals and products and all that type of stuff, man. And it's funny to me, man, because some of you guys, man, you know, I look at the comments and I look at the stuff y'all be saying, and I pay attention to you guys, you know, because you know, I got a good memory. Sometimes I'll forget, you know, I may not recognize a name, or you guys may change our names on Facebook, or when y'all come over to, YouTube and Facebook names be different. So, you know, may not recognize a person right off. But it's funny how some of you guys are like so into the products and equipment, and you get all this stuff, and then you have the stuff, and then 2, 3 months go by, then you ask me, yo, A, how you get customers? And I just laugh at myself because I've done like 1,000 videos on it, but everybody is so stuck on equipment and chemicals, man. Y'all gonna learn. It's funny to me, I just laugh. But y'all gonna learn. Cause trust me, when your business pick up and you start working, you're not gonna give a damn about no equipment, no chemicals. You're gonna be looking for what works and a warranty. That's what you're gonna be looking for. Trust me. Because when you get busy, all that little nice fancy stuff y'all buying, it look like y'all detail y'all. It look like y'all detail your pressure washers, your generators and stuff. It's funny to me. But man, my van will be coming along, man, hopefully in the very near future. All right, Matthew. All right, man. I see you, big dog. The sporty still getting it in. Yeah. Yeah, man. Y'all need to follow us on our Instagrams. Follow us, you know, follow your detailers on Instagram. Uh, those videos are really hard to make. You know, I'm surprised I was able to make them when I was doing them like every other day, dropping videos. I was surprised I was able to do it then. Uh, but you know, sometimes it just gets redundant. You just feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again. You take a break to look back, and so you can come out with something new, something different. But it's real. It's hard to keep making videos like that, man. It's not easy. And I know you guys look forward to the videos, but trust me, you know, they're not easy to make. And when people critique you or got something to say or got something negative to say, they don't know what goes into making those videos. I mean, with trying to come up with an idea, trying to come up with something to talk about, your angles, your footage, what you're gonna record, and then think about it. Like me, Sporties, when we doing these videos, because we do videos where we actually showing, why we actually showing work. And so, like, when you looking at those videos, those are real jobs. Those are real jobs. Uh, when I went down to Jersey, me and Sporty made like 4 videos together. And when you watch those videos were so easy to make because it was both of us was out there. So the video was easy to make because one person can hold the camera. We sit on a tripod. You can get a lot done. There's 2 people. But when you out there by yourself, or when you have a lot of appointments for that day, man, that camera is the last thing on your mind. Holding that phone and trying to get footage is hard. So uh, don't think because a person is not making videos that they're not getting it in. Because trust me, he's getting it in. We all getting it in. Change is hard. Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, no need to apologize. No, it's not you per se, but it's like everybody's asking me about the van. Everybody, I'm just over the years just being on this live. I could be talking about. It's funny because I could be talking about just like now. I can, I'm talking about how to, how to take something and turn it into an opportunity, and not looking in where you're trying to get an opportunity, not looking at the money, but look at the opportunity that's going to bring you money. That's going to bring you money later. That's what I'm talking about now. But if you look at the comment section, people will be talking about everything other than the topic. But when you let a couple of months pass, that same person DM me and say, "Hey, how do you get customers?" or "How do you do this?" or "How you do that?" And I've done thousands of videos, or I've done a video that they was on when they was asking about equipment and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about y'all asking about my van. I'm just saying how a lot of people, and it's not just y'all. It's pretty much everybody that watches detailing. Like you guys are into, and I understand. This is what y'all into. And I sometimes I look at my channel and I know that's why I don't have like 20,000, 30,000 subscribers, where it's just a steady, slow growth. I understand that because like I'm just not that type of person. Like I don't. It's boring to me. Like I'm not gonna sit here and talk about chemicals all day or equipment all day. I mean, it's a generator. Just different names, different watts. Okay, it's a steam cleaner. Shoots out steam. Different names, different colors. More water. I don't know. So I don't really care about stuff like that because I know that those are just tools for what you need. But I'm about what's up here because I don't care what you buy. I don't care what you buy. If you don't got this right, and if your approach ain't right, and if like someone said a minute ago, you'll be selling all that stuff for $500. You're gonna spend 5,000, but you're gonna sell it for 500,000 to $1,500 because you're behind in payments. I advise you guys to listen what I be saying. Run the whole shit around, and you make the video so well. It's easy. Wish I had the patience like you obviously had. Yeah, no, and that's funny that you say that. That's funny that you say that because that's probably the perception that is given off. Like, yeah, it does look like it's easy. Like, when you watch it, because I ain't gonna even talk about mine. I'm gonna talk about Sporty's videos. Like when you watch it, it does look like it's easy. Like you just, you made the video in 5 minutes. But man, you know, we had talked about videos, and we ain't talked about videos none this year, man. And part of last year, like I'll say for a good year, we hadn't talked about videos at all. When we used to talk about videos a lot, but when we did talk about videos, when he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna drop a video probably Monday," and it'll be Friday. Yeah, I'll drop a video probably Monday, and Monday come, no video, and we'll be talking, man. It will literally take us like to do one video that's probably 5 to 10 minutes long. Between working and personal life, and it'll take you forever to do a video. Take 4 or 5 days just to do that 20 minute, 10 minute, 5 minute video. It takes some time. I mean, just to do a little clip, a 1 minute clip, and put it on Instagram can take a day. It can. I mean, I could do something quick, but if you wanted it the quality that y'all see him in, man, that stuff takes a long time. And then you got to understand, you're out there in the field doing an actual job. Every video that he has, just like me, is a real job that we did that we got paid for. That's a real customer's vehicle, a real client's vehicle, and that it takes time. It turns a 3 hour detail into a 4 hour detail easily, easily. And I've been out there, I've recorded and was so ready to leave, packed up, and forgot to get the aftershock. I got about 6 or 7 videos with no after, so I can't even put it out. You know, so that's funny that you say that. I'm pretty sure people think it's easy. It's not. They probably think it's easy. It's not. Yeah. Well, it can be done. It can be done. Trust me. You just uh I mean, I've done videos where every job, like I recorded every job that day. If I remember one day I did a video 11 yards in one day. If y'all go look it up, just go and type in ANA 11 yards in one day. I actually did 11 yards in one day by myself, and I recorded all of it and made a video. Uh, I've done that before. I've done that several times. But then I started saying, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to record. I'm just going to record. I'm gonna pick a job. I'm gonna record it, and that's I would do that, and then, um, but trust me, if you want it bad like you say you do, you'll figure out a way to get it done. Trust me. If you want it done bad enough, you'll figure it out. Uh, But what you can do is you can start off by doing little, just doing the little clips. Show, just record yourself, record a before and after, and just record a few, seconds of, you washing different portions of the vehicle, you clean different portions of the vehicle, put it together in some type of order, and put it out, and just start off like that, slowly but surely. Because actually what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going, when everything gets back to normal, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start doing videos. Uh, I'm gonna start doing videos every other day like I had been doing. But also, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start recording like little small clips, like a minute, 2 minute videos, and I'm gonna put them on a new wave and give y'all some advice like that. Uh, give y'all like some short clips and give y'all some advice, like that, like whatever I'm thinking about, and just put it into words, write it down, say it, and put it out there for you guys, man. Try to do something, try to be a little consistent with it. Give y'all some motivation before y'all get y'all day started. Uh, Try to get something like that going in the future. Oh. Let's see. And I pressure wash, Ohio. I see you. But I'm finna get out of here, man. I am beat and go and watch me a little TV till I pass out and wake up in the morning and get back at it again. But catch you guys later, man. Again, you new guys coming in, go join the New Wave by A&A. Just go to Facebook, New Wave by A&A. Oh, I appreciate it. New Wave by A&A, and you're gonna see my logo in the middle of that New Wave logo, so you'll know it's me. New Wave by A&A on Facebook. Go join it now. I'm accepting everybody. Y'all go in there and show y'all work. I've been posting quite often on there, and I just want you guys to be a part of it. That way, you guys could get questions answered by other detailers that's been in the game for a long time. Uh, you get to see what other people are doing and what other people are using, and you get to put your stuff out there as well. Uh, I appreciate you guys checking in. I'm out, man. Shouts out to New Wave. Peace.